We got our weekly candle close, so let's take a deeper look into it and yeah, what is new. Hello iedereen and welcome back to my channel. It is 7:30 p.m. UTC plus 8 is my time zone, and welcome everybody. And yes, it is the new start of the week. It is Monday and we had our weekly close, and well, let's go into a little bit of a deeper dive into our weekly close and what we are expecting, and follow up a little bit on yesterday. But first, let me welcome the hardcore crew who are basically with me almost every day. Hi Nikolai, hi Darren, hi Tina, hi Manding, hi Rob. Hope you are all doing well on this beautiful Monday. Anyways, let's go on and first talk a little bit about what I've said about yesterday. I said yesterday, very likely continuation of the trend. Like I said, continuation of the trend towards somewhere around this area here, the 11,750-ish, something like that, and then very likely a rejection from there. But overall, I do see continuation very likely toward this green box here, around 11,900 ish area, close to 12,000, and then I would be reconsidering, and let's see what Bitcoin does on that point and that area. That's basically where I left off yesterday, right? And as you can see, we went to not fully 11,750, but 11,729. Close enough, right? And then basically right now we bounced back down, touched the basically this trend line as a support, and not only that, way more important, we touched the EMA 21, the EMA 55, and the EMA 100, all in that area, all clogged up in that area right there. And as you can see right now, the EMA 21 is making a crossover the EMA 55, if it's not confirmed just yet, of course, because the 4-hour candle close has not closed just yet. But if this price basically closes above this group of cluster of EVMAs, we will very likely get a bullish cross on the EMAs as well, which, like I said, very likely means continuation towards the upside. So like I said, some sideways action here, but I do expect us to be going back into this green box here towards the upside. That's what my main thought is yesterday, and my main thought is still today. But let's see how high we can go. Like I have also explained yesterday, there could be some super mega trap down up there that everybody is concocting. Some would say that this could be some potential head and shoulder forming, right? If we get to that position there and then get rejected all the way down, and then everybody would be super bearish once again, like I said also yesterday, and then that could potentially trigger a massive amount of shorts, or potential massive amount of shorts of people that are coming in, that and then that's how the bear trap is being set, or that's how the trap is being laid. So be very, 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 very careful. Just like I said, try to always put things into perspective and make sure that you are trading safely, basically from green box to green box. That's how I trade, or that's how I try to minimize my risk, let's put it like that. Anyways, hi Sabri, hi Adam, hi Zaldi, hi Lex, hi Hicham. I'm feeling a little bit better today. I'm still not I'm definitely not 100%, more like 70%, 60-70%, something like that. My nose is still completely clogged up, but yeah, I went back to the good old Gatorade, so I hope that is going to be helping me and supporting me throughout the night. But hey, anyways, let's talk macro stuff, because macro is quite is more important than this smaller time frame bullshit, of course. And we have to discuss about the weekly candle close. And as you can see right here, this green bullish hammer candle is, yeah, like I said, very, very positive weekly close as well. As you can see, as long as we are seeing these bullish wicks on the bottom side, and we see these 10 tempo moving average and the EMA 21 and the EMA 55 going towards the upside, very, very likely that we will have continuation of our trend, right? And now we have our very of course, we already have a very important weekly close, but what is more important is, of course, tomorrow. So it's just one day more patient, and that's the monthly close, right? So that's what we are waiting for tomorrow. Let's see how the monthly close closes, right? So as long as we are above the previous high, we're basically making a higher high on the monthly close as well. So let's see how that works out tomorrow. It's not that many days. I mean, it's not that many hours just yet. So so things will be on the macro level. That is even the more important things, right? So anyways, macro, so everything looks really positive on the macro level. Of course, tomorrow that can change if the monthly does something really crazy. It's this is Bitcoin. It's always possible, but like I said, yeah, this looks very much like continuation of the trend, very similar to what we have seen here in 2018. Like I've explained before, see these this ranging formation, a lot of wicks from pushing towards from the downside towards the upside. We are seeing very similar right here, ranging here, and then yeah, very similar movement, right? As well with the moving averages as well here, and as you can see here, moving averages as well here above the moving above the 10 simple moving averages, above the EMA 21, above the EMA 55 as well, and then basically price moved up a leg higher. Does that mean that we're gonna move like all this like this leg towards the upside? Obviously that's, I mean, very unlikely that is going to be happening, but there's nobody standing behind me, Akash. I don't know who are you talking to? Are you trying to scare me that there is some ghost behind me or something like that? I don't believe in ghosts, so you cannot scare me with ghosts. If you would tell me that there's an alien standing behind me, then I would be more scared. But other than that, we're good. Anyways, like I said, yeah, see, it touches beautiful touch here on the EMA 21, and now it's just breaking towards that maybe that 11,750 is going to be filled while we are still analyzing the trend the trend for today. But anyways, as you can see, there's yeah, we need to be breaking this this level here. This level is then after we break this level, very likely we'll get continuation towards this 11,900-ish area, right? Roger Ver is behind me. Well, I hope so. And then he can give me some Bitcoin Cash that I can dump. I would actually probably not dump it right away because I do think that Bitcoin is going to have a leg up higher, so I wouldn't, to be honest, like I said, I wouldn't dump anything right now. This is not really a market to be selling just yet. One more leg up, and then I'll be thinking about selling though. Like I said, everything really depends on the traditional markets, and let's go a quick look on the traditional markets. And as we can see, what do you know, we keep making all-time high on the S&P. We keep making new all-time high on the Nasdaq chart as well. So like I said, if everything is showing towards the upside, there's very, you can't be bearish if everything is showing that it wants to be keep going towards the upside. And as long, like I said, as long as I don't see any bearish divergence on the daily, there's really nothing, it's just a small pullback towards the 10 simple or the 21, or and worst case the 55, and then putting in a higher low, and off we go. You can see this trend here, right? So oops, I've been moving it. This one is the deep correction, right? Deeper correction towards the 200, but as you can see here, overall pulled back towards the EMA 55, and up we go. Pull back towards the 100, and off we go. Pull back towards the EMA 55, and off we go. and pull back towards the EMA 21 and off we go. So yeah, I mean, as long as we keep making that kind of structure, and obviously, you know, at one point it's going to be turning, right? There's nothing that keeps on going up, but this for all the people that are trying to you know, to short or go against the trend, you know, the market can be very irrational for a very long time. For people who have been trying to short the S&P chart, I just want to show you that we have been in a major uptrend for the past 10 years, right? So if we are looking at the trend, so it's since 2009, I guess, right? Yeah. We had a big crash here. So, but basically here, since 2009, we have a major uptrend on the S&P, right? Like this is, yeah, this is a pullback, yes. This is a pullback, yes. But overall, the uptrend, this is a pullback, yes. This is a pullback, yes. This is the crash, you know, the coronavirus crash. But this is a 10-year, basically a 10-year uptrend. So I don't know, for the people that are heroes and trying to be shorting the market, I mean, good luck to you. But I would be, you know, like I said, as long as we short term, yeah, you can play shorts in a very short term way, right? You can try to find some tops, but why would you go through all that all that trouble when you can just click buy and just hold? Like if somebody clicked long 10 years ago and just held it, I mean, you know, super good, right? So anyways, very similar to basically what I've been saying right now for Bitcoin as well. As long as we don't create that lower low structure, there's really very little for me to be negative about, to be honest. Could it happen? Of course it can happen, you know, like like I said, nobody can control the market, and if it does happen, we have our positions, right? We have our reactions, we know what to do. But like I said, for the past couple of days, yeah, this pullback was expected, and I said it, I mean, 2 times. Very likely 2 swipes towards the 11K level. Can we swipe towards the 11K one more time? Yes. It's in the books. Like I said, it could be, you know, that the traders, the people who are trading, you know, they love to do that kind of, pull that kind of stuff. But in a macro level, I cannot be bearish until, you know, until I see that lower low. So that's the reason why I just keep trying to find the long position. And that's the reason why I longed it. I'm in a long position from this area here. I longed it from 11,575 to be exact. So just I just followed the pullback towards this cluster of EMAs. And then yeah, now I'm just waiting to be closing somewhere around 11.9-ish area, somewhere around there. That's basically what I'm expecting. And for me, this is quite easy to manage my risk as well, because, well, if I see a 4-hour candle close below this structure here, below all this EMAs here, I'll just close my position. So the risk that I have in my position is very minimal, right? So for the people that that think that trading is easy, or trading is without risk, there's always a risk, right? But as long as you keep with your rules in terms of like risk management and so on, yeah, like I said, you just try to find positions where you feel that you have an edge in comparison with the other spots, right? Just waiting it out, basically, right? Now, like I said, what can happen is we move all the way up here and then we push all the way back down towards the 11K, or even a little bit lower behind that, all the way down here, because, well, we already touched it, basically touched that green box twice, right? So very likely the bottom of the range, so very possible like 11,000, 10,950 or something like that, a wick, still very possible, as long as it doesn't, you know, close the daily below that and creates that lower low, then things are just fine. The only reason why I think that is possible is just purely on that pattern. It's purely on this pattern, right? It's just It's not even like, you know, really anything. It's just, I just feel that that would be the max pain. It's just like more like, you know, experience that I'm seeing. It's like it just would cause the maximum amount of pain, right? Because, well, we would go here. Let's say, you know, we close it, we wick above it. People would be like, oh shit, we're missing the train, FOMOing in. And then, you know, they put the hammer down, and then they put the hammer down not only this box but the box below it, very near the previous one. Then people will be like, oh shit, we have to short now because this whole structure is breaking. That's what people are going to be thinking. And then they will be going to short, and then they push it all the way up towards the 13,000 or something like that. That's just purely, you know, speculation and nothing, you know, not something that I'm going to be trading off or anything like that. I'm just saying that it's just a scenario that I've seen, you know, happen quite often already in my trading experience. And yeah, that would be just basically causing the max amount of pain amongst traders. So it's just something that I'm sharing. But other than that, you know, like I said, overall, macro, it looks really good. It looks really positive. Can it change? Of course it can change, and yeah, we will just adjust accordingly from that point in time, right? So what am I looking for right now? Well, in the short term, closes above all of this. As long as we close above all of this, keep closing above the 10 simple moving average would be very positive at this moment, because, well, we want the momentum to be strong and holding. So 4-hour candle closes above 11,630. That's basically would mean for me very likely continuation towards the upside rather than the downside. And we have space, as you can see. We're not in the bullish territory on the RSI just yet, so yeah, we have space to be going up. And once we get to that level here, let's say we go to like a 72, 73, right? So let's put the price down there, right? That's why we have these tools. It's amazing, right? If we put in, if we reach, for example, 72 or something like that, what would be the price, right? The price would be 11,978. Oh, what do you know? Isn't that the green box here that we are talking about? What do you know? It matches. You know, when I see that kind of stuff, it just, you know, it just shows quite a lot of confluence. Let's put it like that. Doesn't mean that it will happen or it has to happen. Nothing is guaranteed in life. Nothing is guaranteed with trading as well. But like I said, we have our plan. So I long from here. 4-hour candle close below any of these major moving averages, and I'm out of my position, and I'll close my long. That's just basically it. Hi, Sweet Canary. Would it be a good idea to short-term swap for some BTC for ETH? To be honest, yes. ETH has been doing better in terms of like progress than Bitcoin. So let's maybe go take a quick look on ETH. What did I say yesterday? Very likely we will be hitting this green box at around 433 area. What do you know? It happened, but this is actually looking even more bullish than Bitcoin, right? If we like I said yesterday, Bitcoin only just now, as you can see, it hasn't even confirmed just yet this golden cross, right? So this EMA 21 over the EMA 55, it has not confirmed just yet. The 4-hour candle close still has to be confirmed. But on ETH we already had that yesterday, right? As you can see here, we had that here already yesterday. So it's just a little bit ahead, and look at this, like yeah, it looks really good, right? It looks really good. RSI is a little bit on the top side right now, and obviously, yeah, like I said, this is major resistance, but small pullback and continuation is very likely, right? I mean, look at this gigantic bullish engulfing candle above all moving major averages, and you can see the divergences of the EMA 21 is higher than the EMA 55. So yeah, Sweet Canary, very likely Ethereum is going to do better, at least in the short term, what I'm seeing right now, than Bitcoin. It's it's true. But on the other hand, you also have to be thinking like, well, if Bitcoin is going to be making that gigantic big move towards the upside, you know, is the speed going to be swapping then, right? Because Ethereum already made that big move. Then Bitcoin it's like rotations, right? So is it completely confirmed just yet that Ether is going to do better immediately than Bitcoin? Right now, yes, but is that going to be staying? I don't know. So what would I be suggesting? Just long both. Just long Ether and long Bitcoin, and you will be and you'll be fine. And basically, that's what I did. I'm actually still holding my long position from last week on Ether actually. So yeah, I haven't touched my Ether long position just yet. I will take some profits around here right now, to be honest. But yeah. For Bitcoin, it looks like it's lagging a little bit behind. But if this is the future, if Ether is showing that we are going to the green box towards the upside, well, this is the green box towards the upside for Bitcoin. So that's the reason why I think we will eventually, with a little bit of lagging behind, going towards that 11,900 ish area or something like that, right? So. Yeah, Patrick, you don't know what Wi-Fi? You haven't been following the DeFi movement, where people are making a gigantic amount of money on swapping all these random tokens and stuff like that. You should look into it. Now, is this it's true? Yeah, Wi-Fi is currently at like, I don't know, like 30,000 or 35,000. I have no idea. Let's take a look. Actually, let's take a look. What Wi-Fi is doing right now. Wi-Fi USDT. Let's take a look. It's currently at, whatever is it at? Ooh, sorry. Right now it's at the 33,822. So basically, yeah, 34,000 right now. So yeah, 34,000. If you entered from all the way down here, you would be insanely rich, right? But yeah, there's a lot of people asking me about it, right? There's a lot of people asking me about this Wi-Fi thing, or Yearn finance thing. Now, the only thing that I can say is, nobody knows because it's in price discovery mode, right? So it's in price discovery mode. It's been going, so high. Can it go higher? Sure, it can go higher. Is there a lot of risk at this moment and at this time to be going into it? Yes, there's a lot of risk, because, well, this is basically a crazy move towards the upside, right? So yeah, I mean, it depends on what your risk appetite is, right? Do I think that this is consolidation and continuation towards the upside? Yeah, I do think so, to be honest. Yeah, let's take a look if we have some bearish divergences or something like that. Point here, not really. So yeah, looks like continuation, but these are the type of stuff that it can crash at any time and any point. So it's a little bit too risky for me personally. So that's the reason I'm not trading into it, right? But just looking at it on the chart perspective, yeah, this looks continuation, right? I mean, this is like another ascending triangle that is being formed right there, right? Ascending triangle once again here, and very likely move towards the upside. Very similar here, ascending triangle, move towards the upside. So yeah. If you feel FOMO, go for it. Buy some coin at $34,000. Holy shit, it's really crazy. Yeah, I don't have an opinion on it, as in, like, am I going to buy it and trade it myself? No, I'm not going to do that. purely for the risk. It's just, you know, I can't. The range is too high, too big for me to be, you know, making creating a risk management that is agreeable towards my set of rules. Let's put it like that. I have I mean, like I said, I have a certain amount of risk that I'm willing to be taking, and this can crash like $10,000 in like a blink of an eye, right? So, you know, one day it can be 34,000, and maybe like in an hour it can be 5,000, something like that. So there's no way for me to be, you know, be able to manage my risk and so on it. I mean, it's just too risky for me. It's just yeah, it's just too scary. Does it look like it wants to be going up? If you're asking me, just pure on technical analysis, yeah, it looks like it's continuation towards the upside, and there's no divergence just yet. So yeah, but yeah, it's yeah, that's basically what I have to say about it. But I know that there's a lot of interest about it, of course, because, well, there's so much money involved into it. Do I think it's sustainable? I don't think it's sustainable, though. So at one point it's going to make a crazy crash, and then a lot of people are going to be crying. But yeah, that basically can happen with everything, right? It's just a matter of, like I said, perspective and how much risk appetite do you have for the trade? Let's put it like that. Anyways, let's take a look back to our Bitcoin, because, well, we have our 12-hour candle close in like 10 seconds before now. So we have our close, and where do we close? Above all moving averages, so that's pretty good. And yep, all good. So now we can look on into some expected move charts, right? So let's take a look on the expected move charts. What is it saying? First standing deviation toward the upside is 11,816, as you can see. So yeah, towards that 11,009 area, and 11,579 for the first standing deviation towards the downside. So, and as you can see, the slope is a little bit towards the upside. So yeah, more possibility that we are going towards the upside. Looking at the Stokes on the 12 hours, very up and high upwards. RSI very productive, as you can see, above all the EMA. Sorry. So yeah, looks really good. On the daily, we can clearly see that the daily here, like I said, very positive, making that cross towards the upside, right? Making that cross towards the upside. RSI is above, finally above the EMA as well. So yeah, looks really good. Let's take a look on the 4 hour. Well, when we are in such a trending move, like I said, with the Stokes, we can't really say anything, because the Stokes are just curling towards the sideways. RSI is, like you can see, very constructive above the EMA as well. Now, the only thing that I wanted to show you guys is the 10-hour chart, actually, because the 10-hour chart is showing me this. The HVP is flashing on the 10-hour chart, so you kind of know what that means. Pretty big move is very likely going to be happening over the next day or something like that. And just to let you know what happened, when was the last time we had that flash here? That was here. And what did the price do here? So we had that flash from this point here, right? So from this point here, and then price basically jumped up quite substantially towards the upside. So yeah, just saying. So yeah, do I think that we are going to be going towards the, making that super pump towards the upside? Of course it's possible, but yeah, for now I just want to see if we if we manage to close above this 12,000 ish area on a daily level. That one I want to be waiting it for a daily level, not for a 4 hour. So 4 hour would be a little bit too risky for me once again. Just I wouldn't trust it too much just yet. But if we get a daily candle close above this green box here, very very likely, like I said, back to 12,300, small break from there, and then very likely back to 12,500 and onwards, very very likely. So yeah, that's basically what I think is in the books for now. In the very short, not very short term, in the shorter term, I'm waiting for this to consolidate a little bit around this area. But yeah, I do expect us to be pushing towards that 11.9 later on. But yeah, like I said, anything can happen, so we have to be prepared for downwards scenarios as well. If we do close below these moving averages, I do expect us to be going down back towards this green box here, or where the EMA 200 is. Very critical point there as well. If we close below the EMA 200, very likely we will be swiping back down towards the 11k, very likely to the bottom of the range of the 11k, like 10,915, 10,000, somewhere around there is very likely. But I do expect also another bounce from that area as well. But yeah, just looking at everything for now, how we closed everything, I think continuation is more likely than anything like that. But we are at a strong, not a strong, but at some resistance here. Ether also at a very strong resistance here. But yeah, I do expect continuation of the trend. Ether, I don't think Ether is going to be breaking up that quickly, because it already made that big move here. But somewhere around, I would say, like 440, 440-ish is very very possible as well. So yeah, that's the area that I would be looking at or aiming at for Ethereum. But yeah, that's I think that's all that I wanted to say. In terms of like monthly close, so for people that are not in the position or anything like that, I think it's perfectly fine, to be honest, as well, because the monthly close is coming up tomorrow, and then that is going to be very very likely, it's going to show us a lot of information, or at least where the next month is gonna go towards too. So yeah, it's just one day away, so there's no need to be in a rush or anything like that, right? So but for now, I expect continuation of our trend towards the upside around this 11,900-ish area is what I'm expecting later tonight. But yeah, then who knows? There's so many scenarios that are flashing into my mind. I want to be seeing conclusion. What happens in this zone here? Do we get a massive rejection? Do we get a monthly close around this area? A lot of do we break it? That would be cool as well. So yeah, a lot of things that we should be thinking about. But yeah, let's see first what happens. For now, like I said, continuation very likely 11,900 is where I'm expecting. But yeah, things can always go wrong. So if how can things go wrong? Well, closing 4-hour candle close below all these moving average here, and then very 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 possible that we are going back leg down towards the downside. But overall, like I said, I'm not bearish. I'm definitely not bearish. This looks like continuation to me, and I think that yeah, this month, next month basically is going to be a good month. September. How many months before we have our election in November? So we have September and October, so 2 more months. Yeah, I still think the next 2 months will still be positive. I think October is going to be dangerous. People are going to be starting to hesitate, so that then we'll have to be be a little bit more careful, let's put it like that. But overall, like I said, until the elections, I think the trend is going to be continuing towards the upside rather than the downside. And Wi-Fi to 100k, yeah, that would be really crazy. But I mean, it It could be very possible, to be honest. But it could also do 100K and go back to $1 or something like that. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me. And so many people are gonna cry if that would happen. Oh my god, I wouldn't. Oh my god, that would be so horrible for the crypto community. Everybody would be calling it, all these scams and this and that like that again. Would not be good. But anyways, hope you have a wonderful Monday evening, and hope to speak to you guys again tomorrow, same time. 7:30 p.m. UTC plus 8 is my time zone, and until